Welcome back in. Well, as you guys can see, we are blessed to have some special guests here in the studio. And these aren't just any other guests. We have the 6A state champion Winters football team here in the building. You see the beautiful trophy right in front of me right here. And representing the Warriors, let me go ahead and introduce them to you, even though they don't need an introduction at all. We're going to start off on this side over here at the end. We have Jake Woods. What's up, Jake?
Hello.
Glad to have you here, buddy. And right next to Jake, we have the QB, Lane Brown. What's up, Lane?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, man. Great to have you here, man. All right, we're going to go to this side here. Right next to me, we have Anthony Matamoros. What's up, Anthony?
What's up, Kevin?
He's thrilled to be here. All right. Right next to him, we have Nate Apodaca. What's up, Nate?
What's up? How's it going?
Oh, man, I'm excited, especially now that you're here.
Yep, me too.
Oh, I love it. And last but not least, the man with the master plan, the head coach of this phenomenal team up here, the one and only Mr. Daniel Ward.
Thanks for having us, Kevin.
Man, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you guys coming down and spending your Sunday night with us. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are here at the ABC 10 studio. So thank you. So my first question to you guys, just over a week ago, you guys hoisted the first state championship in program history that you actually played in. Let me specify. What has the last week been like for you guys? Is it still surreal waking up in the morning knowing that you're a state champion? Has it sunk in yet? What has this experience been like the last week?
For me personally, it hasn't really sunk in. I think next year, once the football season starts to get back up and that time hits again, it'll sink in. For me, mostly, it's been the community. Everyone in the community, from parents and other kids, it's a lot of congratulations, and that's where it's been at mostly.
I think even after the game, it wasn't just a win for the football program at the school. It was a win for the whole community. And we had a gentleman who graduated in the early 70s. He came up and gave me a hug, and he was in tears and said, "This is for everyone that's ever worn the red and white." And hearing stuff like that and how proud, like Nate said, the community, just walking around town, the congratulations, we're proud of you, all that stuff has been pretty special last week.
Lane, we had a chance to speak with you after the game as well about what it meant to you and what it meant to this community. You had a phenomenal season. You broke too many records for me to name here on the show right now. But when you reflect on this season, being able to win the trophy, we're able to culminate with you winning this trophy and everything you were able to accomplish individually this season. What did it mean to you to write off as a state champion?
I feel like it just felt amazing, There was so many different aspects that go into the game. This season couldn't have been possible without our O-line, for sure. Big shout out to them. But yeah, the feeling was amazing. Couldn't get much better, especially going during my senior season. Felt really good.
It's really bittersweet, honestly. It's super surreal to win it, and you can't go out on a higher note than this. But knowing that was the last game I'll ever play with these guys is heartbreaking, honestly. So it's extremely bittersweet, and I can't stress that enough.
I bet it is. I can only imagine how bittersweet but celebratory the bus ride back to Winters was after the game. Anthony, I know that you were on the bus and you were very much involved with the spirit on the bus. What was that trip like back, and how was it just hanging out with these guys one last time?
For the first 2 hours, it was pretty fun, but we hit a point where it was kind of nap time, and everyone started to fall asleep, and then it kind of did start to hit me that was my last game with my best friends. But as we got back closer to town around SAC, we all started listening to music, turn up again.
Coach Ward, to you, you're someone who went to this school. You are a alum of Winters. To be able to be the first person to bring back a state championship in a game that you guys played in for the state championship, to bring that back, is it kind of surreal for you? Because it was just, 15 years ago? Or I don't know. We're not counting when you were playing.
We'll call it 15.
Yeah, just 15 years ago when you were a student there. What did it mean to be able to to bring this back?
For me, it's about the kids and it's about the memories. I talk to them about my last high school game, right? You know, getting tackled at the 2-yard line, not being able to go to the playoffs, different things like that. And it's all about making memories. From the beginning to the end, we talk about Friday nights come and go, but it's the memories you make in between that last so long. And for them to be able to have a season like this is truly special. And we were at the basketball game, right? First Friday night off, we're watching basketball with these guys. And someone came up to me and said something that kind of sunk in. And they said these kids are legends in town. And that's pretty special. So it's something that not only they'll remember for the rest of their lives, but the community will as well, which is super cool for them.
I love that. Now, a lot of times with championship teams, there's usually always like maybe an unsung hero or someone behind the scenes or, you know, somebody who may not be the big time star or whatever, could be someone on staff or whatnot. Is there anyone that you guys feel contributed to this that maybe we should acknowledge or feel that they deserve some acknowledgement?
Oslam Mendoza.
Yep, our cameraman.
Our cameraman. He gets all of our film for us.
Team manager.
Yep.
Team manager.
He came to every away game. He was on the bus. Amazing film. He's a real
amazing.
MVP.
Hasn't missed a game in 2 years.
Osman?
Oslam.
Oh,
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Ozzy, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, and last thing, I know some of you guys went to go celebrate this at Disneyland, right? How was that trip, and how was it to celebrate a state championship at the world's happiest place?
Well, it's funny, as a kid growing up, you always, like we had talked earlier, hey, when you win, what are you going to do? I'm going to Disneyland, right? You say it over and over, and that's every kid's dream. To go down there was surreal, but at the same time, I was there with a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old, so it was a lot of work. So when you talk about it sinking in, it took, like Disneyland was chaos, and then the bus ride or the car ride home. So for me, it didn't sink in until like Thursday, Friday, as far as how special this actually was. But Disneyland for me was a family time. For me, it's kind of a reward for my wife who sacrifices so much throughout the season. So to head down to LA, there was a kind of reward at the end of the rainbow type deal, and that was Disneyland.
Well, you earned it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and the 3-year-old enjoyed it. Good deal. Well, guys, thank you all so much for coming on the show. And I have to say, I got to know these guys throughout the latter half of the season, and they're not just star football players. These guys are star students as well in the classroom and exemplary role models out there as well. So you guys keep up the good work. Definitely proud of you, and continue shining your light.
Kevin, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Can I have this? No,
We'll get you another one.
Yeah.
Okay, another.
We'll get
Perfect.
another one next
I'll get the
season.
replica. All right. Well, once again, guys, the Winters football team, the 6A state champions.